Hey everybody, I'm Blitz. Welcome back to another episode of Scrap Mechanic. Today, we are going to build a all-wheel drive vehicle that can never get stuck. Hopefully. That's the goal of what we're going to do anyway. There's a giant mountain over here. I really like the mountain in the game. I think the map is the same every time you load in. I'm not sure every time you make a new map. But we're right in the middle of it somewhere, and we're going to start it off. So the whole idea of this was given to me by you guys who gave me a suggestion to make a vehicle like when I was a kid, that there was a TV commercial that went out that basically was a remote control car that could never get stuck. Once it hit a wall, it'd just flip over and continue going. So I thought it'd be fun to kind of try my hand at making one and see what we could do. So the whole idea behind this is we kind of need a good center of gravity down relatively low. So I'm going to add in a kind of a wall around this. We want a good center of gravity. I'm using the metal blocks because using the metal blocks because they're heavier and it creates a good foundation to build on. Okay, speaking of good foundations, I'm going to raise this up, and I think I'm going to remove pretty much everything in the middle here. That should be pretty good, and we'll get that. We don't want it to be too heavy because we don't want it to slug around and never be able to drive. That's perfect. Alright. You can see if it's a heavy object and it goes fast, then it falls through the earth. I think I did mess it up. I did mess it up. Shoots. Well, that's kind of the principle. Shoot. That's embarrassing. Let's do blocks in the front and back. Alright, we got a little area made up. We'll complete that across. Let's not. Let's just leave it open. We got 2 blocks there, 2 blocks there, 2 blocks in the back. That's fine. So what we're going to do now, yeah, we'll complete that. Just so we have an enclosed chassis. I think that's the right word. Or enclosed area, our cockpit in a way. What I'm going to do now is go out 4 blocks from each of these. In the front and in the back. And now that we have 4 blocks, we're going to start making some bearings on here. So these bearings, what they're going to do is it'll allow us to control the tires. So the tires of the wheels will be able to rotate up and rotate down once we need them to move. We'll add these on there. If we do get stuck, we'll just flip it over and let it roll. Cool. So the next one, we are going to have the back is going to be stabilized. We're going to put in the bouncy things here, the springs or shocks. And we're going to put more blocks on the bottom and add in a bearing on there and there. Oh, I don't have the wheels out. Grab the wheels. We don't need the captain's chair anymore. Driver's seat, however you want to call it. Very good. Let's make sure these are turned. Let's add these, attach these to the engine quick. And make sure they're turning forward. Good. So the front is going to be a little bit different. Oh, I did mess up already. Whoops. I wanted to add in a bearing right here. A block. And a block. Right? Oh, need a block here too. Okay. Need a bearing right here. Block. We'll do a block there. We're going to do that just so we can keep it stable with the front. And then we can do that. Put a bearing on the side. And now we can put a wheel on. Alright. We're going to have to do the same thing over here. Cool. So that should be relatively the same. Yes, it's the same in both. I'll turn that now. I don't know if it matters. Let's see. Did it turn? It didn't turn. You have to have it hooked up to turn. Cool. So that is ready. The back is ready to go. We will get these hooked up to controllers in a little bit. Until we do that, though, we're going to come up here and work on the front. So, let's see. Yes, that'll work. And then we want a bearing here and a bearing here. These bearings are the steering bearings. And then we'll put our shocks on the bottom of those. And we'll put our block here and here. It's a pretty simple build. Once you start understanding how the controllers work, or all of the pieces into it are really straightforward. And then once you get into the controllers, that's where it gets a little more complicated. This one isn't so bad though. So these are the orange lines connected to the engine. That's our power. If we turn that on, we can get power. We can go max power. And then these ones here, that one and that one. Those are the flat ones. What that'll do is it'll rotate these guys. I guess back and forth this way. I don't know which one it is. Whoopsies. Come back here. Hey, 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 hey. So I don't have the engine connected to the steering column either. that would really help out. But yeah, we've got kind of a lot of problems. If I had my hammer, I could smack that forward, and it would fly forward. I like this. Kind of just mash the wheels, and like me when I do real mechanic work, it's you just kind of smash it until it fits together. Yeah, it would work. We could jump in, and doesn't quite work like we want it to yet. But that's okay. We'll fix it. We can fix it. We have the technology. All right, let's plop it down, and we'll connect these guys up. So what we need to do, let's bring you down to the ground a little bit. You don't matter that much. So we need to put some controllers in. This guy's going to need 3 controllers. And the first, what we're going to do is we're going to put them in here. Doesn't matter how you orient them. I do like having it so you can see the battery in it, though. I think that's kind of cool. We need 2 there, and then we're going to put 1 in the back right there. So that one should work out okay. And then we need 2 switches and 1 button. 1 button. Where are we going to put the button? We'll put 2, just so it's symmetric. Cool. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to start connecting these things together. So this left one here, we need to connect to the button. I'm stuck. Connect that to the button. We'll connect the button to the control panel. And the control panel, or the steering wheel, however you want to look at it, will control these. If I hop in, you can see they're 1 and 2 down here. 1 and 2 in the key slots, and we can use them. So we have to connect these to our bearings. This first one we're going to do is to the front. So number 1 will be the front, and then number 2 will be the back. Okay. And we're making sure to do the ones that rotate the wheels back and forward. Excellent. Next, we're going to attach this button to this controller, attach that controller to here and to there. Alright, that looks cool too. And now we have to put in how much time these things have. Let's get rid of that so we aren't seeing the big lines. So these are going to go 90. This is the front, 90 and 90. I believe that's the right way. Let me double check. Okay, I want number 2 to go red. 2 red. Okay, so that will rotate it 90 degrees forward. And so the wheels will just go straight forward. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to make these guys rotate 180 degrees up. So we need number 2 to be red, and let's see, if we go back, it doesn't matter which one we do. Let's just do 180 degrees and 180 degrees. We'll do backwards. Okay, I think that'll allow it to go the same way. Alright, cool. So the next one is these guys. Those are going to be attached to the button, which they already are. And we need to tell them to go 90 degrees. This one goes 90 degrees blue. Number 1 is 90 degrees blue. Number 2 is 90 degrees red. Let's do 135. That sounds a little more interesting. Very good. So it should be hooked up. I'm guessing there's going to be some problems in it. See that? It's nice and steady already, isn't it? Oh man, it's got a lot of power. Should probably turn down the juice a little bit. Okay. It's one thing that in the press version of the game they told me to. Oh, front tire's the wrong way. Was just make sure that your vehicle is not max powered. If it is, you'll flip a lot of them, which is really true. I think we could go up a little bit though. Let's crank that up a little notch, like so. And now we'll go backwards. So this is 4-wheel drive, and it does have front steering to it. Very good. Well, what happens if we hit a rock and flip over? It's kind of hard to flip too, because it's got a low center of gravity. But it is possible to flip it. And I never hooked up that other button. Wow. It's not possible to flip. We need to hook up that button to the steering wheel. Alright. Let's see if we can flip it. There are some sweet jumps in this map too, aren't there? Oh, did we do it? Nope. Okay, let's go up this thing. See if I can fall off the side. Ow! Stupid trees in my way. Still too powerful. Need to turn down. Okay, flip over. No! It's seriously not going to flip. Well, that's a good all-terrain vehicle, but you can't flip it even when you're trying to. There we go. All right, we kind of flipped it. So now we have, oh, we did flip it. Awesome. We have our buttons, or our switches. The first switch, tires go forward. They still aren't touching the ground. You can still turn them. Second switch, brings that up. And if we get stuck like we are now, we can hit the button. Oh, those are the wrong way. Those are the wrong way. We need to switch the button. Here, hold on. Okay, 135 and 135. You can do this any angle you want. 135. There might be a better way to do these. Not sure. And that's why I removed the bottom, is so I could get into it directly. Alright, so if I press the button, they flop out to the side. Which doesn't really look like much, but it'll work, and it helps out in a different scenario too. So, let's try to tip it back right, like that. And now we're stuck on our face again. We can just put those up, or we can leave them down, because that front one doesn't really matter. We can pop that up, and we have an all-terrain vehicle. It doesn't matter which way it goes, it just works. And we can hit this out. That's the wrong way. Did I have it right to begin with? I think I did. Let's switch that back. 135. Whoop, not 360. And 135. I guess it would have been easier just to switch the bearings, wouldn't it have been? Alright. Yep, so that helps out. If we didn't want to switch all the way around, we could. And we'll put the front down. Cool. I love it, man. We do have too much power in it right now, though. Let's get forward. I'm stuck in the tree. If you go fast into things, your parts can switch into parts. Or they can get stuck in objects, like we are right now. You drive? Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. What is your deal, man? I think we did get it stuck. I'm stuck in the tree. So it's all terrain except tree. Oh, I'm totally stuck now. That's kind of remarkably awesome. All right, let's get it out. Good thing it's easy to get it out if you do have a problem. That wasn't... I didn't test for getting it stuck in tree bushes. But yeah, it works for pretty much everything else. We could climb up pretty steep grades as well. Just put the nose down. And it gives us a little more stability. A little less turning. But it allows us to climb things a little better. So let's try to climb... Let's climb that big rock. We'll turn. Oh, you're gonna roll it? Nope. Yeah, you did roll it. Perfect. That doesn't hurt at all. Good thing there's no hit points in the game. Or any collision damage. Alright. Let's get up the mountain. Not so bad, is it? And we can just jump off. I should have put the front wheels down to get some more stability. Oh, we're stuck again. Yay! Very good. Oh, go backwards. And... whoop. Nope, didn't work that time. Yeah, you can keep doing it in air if you wanted to. You can kind of mess up your tires. And that... oh, boy! That was awesome. Let's do it again. Uh-huh. See, that's the whole point of those back wheels. Or the side there. Ooh, it's stuck. It's stuck in the ground. Perfect. Made it. Nailed it. Cool. I love this vehicle. I hope you guys have loved it too. If you do want to see more stuff like this, definitely give me some suggestions on what you would like to see. I know it's kind of a quick video, but that's a pretty neat one. I do have some really cool plans that I'm currently building, trying to work on some stabilizer things for thrusters. But it's taken me a little bit of time to try to figure out balancing. Balancing in the game is very difficult, especially when you're... ooh, that's a good hit. Especially when you're doing crazy things like moving limbs and wings and stuff. So I definitely have some really cool plans coming up. I'm going to work on them this weekend and really enjoy the game. I've been loving it. I'm liking this game a lot more than I thought I would, which is kind of surprising because I knew I was going to like it. And we're stuck. See, that's what usually happens to my vehicles. You just get stuck and you can't... wow. Does this thing... can I rock out of it? That's really neat. So close. Oh, almost had it. Push me up. Oh, I did it. Yes, that is so cool. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and keep your stick on the ice. We'll catch you next time.